Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 94 of the Toonami Escape podcast. I'm your host, Greg Zeno. Tonight we have It's Just C. Kohler.
Hey, I was going to say, hey guys, but I can just say, hey guy.
Hello. One of these days it's going to just end up being me. Like sometimes Steven, sometimes Midfalutin or Steven has to do like just himself.
Does he?
Yeah, there were some few episodes like that, and it was pretty hilarious.
Oh, I don't think I ever heard any of those. I did listen to the most recent episode they posted of the Toonami showdown, and it was two of them, and so I don't think Steven was on that one.
Well, he wasn't on the first one.
Oh, okay. Is there two episodes in that clip then?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only gotten through halfway through the first one, so cool.
Can't wait for can't wait for those Tommies.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Oh my God, yeah. Well, I think he said that theirs is like ridiculously long.
I can't wait. Anyway, there's no news, I don't think.
Well, I do know one thing that was just posted recently. Did you see that promo video for My Hero Academia playing on some
It's literally Toonami France.
yeah, Toonami France?
hmm And it was like, it's almost like I totally thought we had it. I honestly,
Ah,
it was a full on first Half-Life, comma, 3 screenshots thing.
yeah, exactly. And my thing is, I know there's no chance of this being true, but I like to secretly wish that this is like a clue. This is gonna prove like there's something gonna happen.
Surprise, it's Fairy Tale. Honestly though, after Black Clover, like we probably will get Fairy Tale, and we'll be like, you know, this
Yeah.
could be a whole ton worse.
Yeah, I actually haven't never seen enough of Fairy Tale to make a judgment. Any like criticism I have of it has always come from other people that like say it's bad, and I'm like, I guess it's bad.
I mean, it will probably actually be end up like closer to a Naruto in
Yeah.
quality. Anyway, want to talk about the block?
Yes.
Dragon Ball Super Episode 53, Unmask Black's True Identity, off to the 10th universe sacred world of the Kais. In this episode, they go meet this one asshole, this guy who's clearly gonna be bad.
Yeah, Zamasu or something.
Like, here's our introductory scene. Yellow guy is like, man, this tea could only have been brewed by someone with pure of heart. And then he's like, cool, what if we killed all the mortals?
Yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
this guy
Art
hates
of pure
mortals.
evil.
Yeah, isn't this like a trope in anime that there's just they really love classism. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this is just another example of it where it's like, ah, oh, those filthy mortals.
Oh, you're
What are they
gonna
doing on my
love where.
planet?
Oh, you're gonna love where Promise Neverland goes.
Oh, yeah, I've been looking at that. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, Goku wants to fight because that's all Goku cares about.
And Zamasu's just like, get your hands off me.
Yeah.
So apparently, this guy, the voice actor for Zamasu, played Piccolo in Dragon Ball Evolution.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, that's weird.
Like, good job coming back and, you know, being in something much better.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, Zamasu is like almost Goku Black's energy, but not quite.
Yeah, okay, come on. Like, look, I haven't seen what's gonna happen here, but let me just lay it out for you. I can tell. Here's what I think happening. Obviously, Zamasu is going to merge with some version of Goku. I don't know. Maybe from the future, maybe from his dimension. I don't know what it is, but come on. Like Zamasu's standing there. He's got two of those earrings on, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he wants to fight Goku now. He's clearly wants to get back at him. He's evil, somewhat evil, and he has the same fighting aura as what Black had. So come on, like this is all just writing itself here. We understand that Zamasu and some version of Goku must be a combination or something. I think
Pretty
so.
much.
Yeah, it seems that way. So yeah. So anyway, I thought he was going to just be there to introduce like the earrings or something. I didn't know he would actually be a bad guy.
Well, if you watch the promos, it's pretty obvious.
Yeah, true.
Also in this episode, Krillin brings Trunks to his house and almost kills his entire family in the
Yeah.
process.
I love though, like Trunks just slack jawed reaction of seeing 18 there.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, and she just walks up to him and she's like all up in his face and like about like she's gonna go off and then she goes, oh, just kidding, and then walks away.
Just kidding, I'm cool now.
Yeah.
There was also more shenanigans with Trunks and future Trunks and Small Mai.
Oh yeah. And the Pilaf gang are trying to like hook him up, and that doesn't work. And then like I do like seeing like Kid Trunks like trying to hit on Kid Mai and then like just failing. Because at least that's age appropriate.
Yeah. But no, he's still getting pushed out by himself.
Yeah. And he is kind of dumb. Like maybe he never had time for romance when he was in his dark universe, but like they're like I think it was even Pilaf is like, dude, how clueless are you?
Anyway, that's all for this episode of Super. You got I almost said "do you guys," but
Yeah.
want to talk about want to talk about Kai?
Let me just think. Is there anything else about Super? I don't think so. I mean, I think you covered it all. That's all I remember. So yeah, let's talk about Kai.
Dragon Ball Z Kai, the final chapter is episode 152. Miracles happen once. Will Goku and he make the ultimate combination? If the he referring to is Gohan, the answer is no.
Yep,
Let me tell you, Gohan in the past 3 episodes has come back as the universe's biggest badass. In the next episode, he is immediately a complete loser, and in this episode, he just is like, oops, I dropped the earring.
Yeah. Like probably the worst. Oh, somebody in the thread said something really funny though. They said, of course Gohan couldn't catch the earring because Goku and Gohan never played fetch.
Never played catch.
Or catch, yeah, they never played catch
Fetch.
when they were.
Oh boy.
Well, yeah, all right. I said that joke came out wrong, but you know what I mean. He's a terrible father. He never plays catch with his son.
But no, not only can he not catch the earring, like he just gets immediately absorbed by Super Boo's head thing, and he doesn't even. It's like Piccolo and Gotenks were like, no, and he's just like, I'm dead.
And it's like you've seen that happen once before. I don't know. That whole like the way Boo absorbs people is too convenient, too easy. These guys are supposed to be like the best fighters like around. They should be aware of their surroundings.
They
shouldn't
fight the script.
Yeah, exactly. But the problem is it's so ridiculous when you see anyone could see a slimy pink blob coming up behind them. I mean, geez. So
card-carrying NRA member Mr. Satan's just like, man, if only I had more bullets for my 45.
Yeah. He's a dummy. And then like and he says that, and then what's the little kid's name?
Dende.
Dende's like, yeah, whatever.
I did like Goku Satan.
Yes. Oh yeah, that was fun when they kept showing like what the potential mergings would look like, fusions.
Also, damn, he did not even consider Tien. Sucks to be you, Tien.
Yeah. Well, he said that like Tien didn't have like he was out. Like he wouldn't be able to add to his fighting power. The question is, would Tien had been able to add to the fighting power if he wasn't knocked out?
I mean, sure, it would have gone up 1/100%
Yeah. More or less than Dende is the question.
less.
I like to.
Hey,
Oh,
Dende is Kami. That counts for
yeah,
something.
yeah, and he also like, but he just doesn't have any fighting skill. It was funny that Goku did settle on Satan though. He's like, even though Satan has no power level, it's like at least he knows a little bit of combat moves. You know, somebody in the forum too changed their avatar to be that fusion.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I liked it.
Also in this episode, hey, it's Vegeta.
Yep.
He has not been literally ground up into spirit paste and reincarnated.
So when Goku and Vegeta merged, I was like, oh, I wonder what they're going to look like. And they
They
don't
look like
really.
Gohan.
They do, yeah. They just sort of look like they don't look interesting. They just look like a slightly different version of Goku.
Goku Burgundy.
Yeah, I
This
do like.
reminds me. This
Oh,
does remind me that basically, like once I saw Super Saiyan 3 with the halo, like basically when I didn't know anything about Dragon Ball, I thought that's not real. That's not actually in the show. That's fake.
mm,
People don't have that crazy hair and halos. There's
yeah.
no way the show can be that stupid. Oh,
Well, see, and that was what I was going to say too. Like what that when I saw that too for the first time, I thought, oh well, that's just some fan drawing,
yep.
right? And honestly, the Goku Vegeta fusion also kind of looks like someone tried to draw Goku, but they didn't get it quite right.
I
And
mean,
so the, you know,
here's my original character,
yeah. His name is
Gosu. Do not
yeah.
steal.
His name is Godsu, and he's got 10,000 million power level.
No, that's Broly.
Oh yeah. By the way, Broly coming
Real
to
talk, if we had included movies in our ranking, I think Broly, the movie, would probably be like dead last.
Broly coming to Dragon Ball Fighters is just like, oh god.
I mean,
Because
what did you expect?
I know.
Did anyone honestly expect they wouldn't keep A, keep Broly for DLC, B, put Broly in the game?
Yeah.
Broly.
I was explaining to my friend because I bought Fighters just to like play through the story mode,
Mm-hmm.
and because I suck at fighting games, but I just wanted to see.
I cannot pull off. I can't. The quarter circle motions. Every
I
time I
know.
try to do a Kamehameha, it's like up in the air fireball, and it's like, oh.
Yeah, I do so many mistakes in that too. But anyway, I was telling my friend because who doesn't really know much about Dragon Ball, he had seen a little bit of the Cell Saga and stuff, and I was telling him like, oh yeah, they're gonna have Broly and as DLC, and he's like, well, what's Broly like? And I said, well, he's like some if somebody wanted to make their own original character in Dragon Ball and wanted to make it like the ridiculously most powerful character ever and it's like a joke. That's it, except it's a real Dragon Ball character.
And they made 3 movies.
No shit. I thought they only made one.
No, there's 3 Broly movies.
Oh god.
Ugh.
I remember I think the first time I ever saw anything Dragon Ball related, it was a picture of Broly.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Broly is in some ways the epitome of Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. He's definitely got to be the character that like kids in like grade school and middle school would be like, this is the most awesome character.
Like when all of your like make pretend games end with someone being like, "Fuck you, I'm invincible." Then of course Broly is the end result. Was there anything else in this episode?
Just I'd like to say that I do like that they're keeping the voice doubling for this fusion of Goku and Vegeta.
It's funny, and Fusion doesn't really deserve anything cooler.
Yeah, I just like when they do that. It's because like when Gotenks does it, he always sounds more interesting when he's fused.
Also, I do have to admit that Vegeta does have character development. Because like Goku spent the entire time being like, "Come on, this is the only way to beat Boo," and he's like, "I'm not becoming you. Fuck that." And then he's like, "Dude, he killed your entire family." He's like, "Give me the fucking earring."
Yeah. And also, like even before Goku showed up, Vegeta was like, "Look, I'll go and fight this guy, but I know I won't win." And that's not like Vegeta to say that. So I think that's another sign of his like character being a little more mature than it used to be. Because he used to be just like, "No one can defeat me."
Yep. I'm the Prince of all Saiyans.
Exactly. Yeah. Here he's like, "Look, I can't beat this guy, but I'll fight him anyway," which is cool.
Anyway, do you want to talk about Black Clover?
No, I guess I
Black
don't. But
Clover, episode 12, the Wizard King saw. You want to finish that sentence there?
no, that's all right. Let's keep going.
Okay, cool. In this episode, they chase down this one dude, and that green mantis guy, he's like, "Yay, I guess we're buds now." And then the old woman was the Wizard King.
Oh yeah, yeah. We see the Wizard King for the first time. He's got like a Harry Mark. He's got a Harry Potter type scar on his forehead, like in the same place, but instead of a lightning bolt, it's like a little star.
His name is Julius, and it's like, okay, that's a pretty regular first name. Nova Chrono. It's like, that's,
No, Chrono.
that's his actual last name.
Oh god.
I mean,
Yeah.
that is super Broly-esque naming there. Like, that's also a middle school kid being like, what's a cool ass name? Supernova Chronos. And someone's like, that's too long. And they're like, Nova Chrono.
Yeah. Now you do have to give him a little bit of a pass because obviously Japanese people love to fuck up their English. So I guess that you could just, it's like, what happens in Hunter x Hunter, basically.
Basically.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's just like, haha, I just love fucking around and stealing people's money.
He likes to get close to the people. And he looks like he could be an okay guy.
I
It's
mean,
hard
I
to
think
tell.
that is clear that he is an okay dude.
Yeah, he's not
Like
like,
other people, like other guys are like, I can't believe you're around with the commoners. He's like, what the hell, dude? This is the best.
oh yeah, and speaking of which, we spent a lot of the episode hanging out with Yuno.
Oh, I forgot that was Uno. I thought that was a stick with a face.
He doesn't really emote, does he?
No, he's just
So
he's plank.
yeah, he's just sort of, riding on his broom, stands on his broom, which is goofy. Anyway, he stands on his broom, and him and I guess his like whatever his faction is called, like trainer, and then some girl who's also like a first timer, are escorting some real kind of effeminate guy.
Remember that one dude who? Remember that dude that you know fucked up in the exam?
Yeah.
It's that guy. They're escorting him.
Oh, I don't. I guess no. I guess I didn't remember that then. I just remembered him beating that guy, but I didn't know it was him.
They were probably questioning why people were saying, "I bet it wasn't that dude who set those guys up to attack him." And I sure hope that dude's not going to do anything bad to the town in revenge. Wink,
Oh,
wink.
I see. So this is again more of the like classism stuff that you see in a lot of anime, where it's like, oh, they got to deal with the commoners. Oh, and he's like, oh, show me your quaint little village. I want to see it. And then they go visit the nun and the father guy.
Screaming and this is marry me.
The little kids are there. Yeah, those characters did kind of come back briefly, but
I mean, whatever.
yeah, whatever. I don't know what else to say about the episode other than that guy. I will say that the haha joke kind of did make me laugh a couple times. Like I chuckled.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay, so there's the guy, the praying mantis guy.
Oh yeah, somebody actually says, "Man, fuck your annoying laugh."
Right. And also like the joke is that like the stupid joke is that Asta thinks his name is literally haha because everything he says is haha, I got you, or haha, this. And
We
then
that's some Luffy bullshit right there.
yeah. But then the part at the very like when he was like he thought he had gotten poisoned and he was about to die, and then he starts going, huh, huh, like doing his death, haha. I was like, okay, that's kind of funny, I guess.
Speaking of silly laughs, JoJo?
Yes.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Stardust Crusaders, Battle in Egypt, Episode 27, Kanoom Zenyatta, and Toastment. Fuck, fuck, this title's a mouthful. You can look it up.
Yeah.
Anyway, in this episode, Looney Tunes.
Yeah. This was a interesting episode of a show that is got the word bizarre in it.
This is like this show has been pretty serious, and this is just straight up comedy.
Yeah. Yeah, this is just the the one character. I don't even know their names, but anyway.
So the big one is Zenyatta, and the small one's Mondada.
Okay, Enyata, whose skill
Big one's Oingo, little one's
right.
Boingo.
I was gonna say yeah.
Or is it the other way around? I can't remember.
It's one of them, but the tall one, the older brother, basically has to spend.
The older brother has to be Oingo because Oingo always has to be first.
Okay, so Oingo is his stand power or whatever. I don't even know if he has a stand, frankly.
Yeah, he does have a stand. That's why he can change his face.
But we never see it. Like it's not like a character.
We also don't see the stand. So sometimes there are stands where it's like, well, just imagine it's one of those regular punch ghosts, but it's always inside a book or this face.
Well, then like isn't like old Joestar is in his stand like that then?
No, because he actually shoots out actual vines.
Yeah, but like what I mean though is that there isn't like a character.
Right.
Like there isn't a humanoid stand. He doesn't have one of those, right? Okay, so anyway, yeah. So the older brother's stand power is that he can change his appearance, kind of like his face, basically, and look like anyone. So he ends up looking like Jotaro mostly through the whole thing. I love how he like shaped his hair to look like the hat.
He just comes up from behind the car and it's like the hair suddenly jiggles.
Yeah, it's pretty funny too. Like it's typical kind of like well, what's Frenchie's name?
Polnareff.
So typical Polnareff stuff where he's like, is that really you, Jotaro? You're acting very strange. And then he'll go, I don't think. Yes, it is you. Of course, it's you. And he's like stupid about it, and kept like just basically. Yeah, you're right. It's crazy Looney Tunes stuff. Like, I'm gonna put this orange in the car, and then he's like handing them the orange, and it's like, oh god, it was funny. It was a funny, goofy episode. Now, here's my question though, and I guess I know the answer to this. Is this it for Oingo Boingo?
So, nah, I'll let you see later.
Okay, because it kind of ends. The episode ends on the feeling it's like, oh well, okay, that's it. I thought we were gonna have another episode with the little brother, but whatever.
Do you remember something?
Do I remember something? No, I just said like the episode ends in such a way that it's almost like, well, I'm done for now. We're not going to chase him anymore.
I mean, this is This is the first one in a while without a part 2.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's why I was expecting, especially when there's 2 characters. I'm thinking, oh yeah, surely there's going to be a part 2, but I guess not.
I love Mondada's like just fucking laugh. He's like just over in the corner, and everyone's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, and it's kind of fun too, like the idea that like the comic book illustrates what's going to happen, but then like they're taking it out of context because they think Jotaro's head is splitting, but they're like, no, that's you disguised as Jotaro.
Also, in this episode, suddenly handsome Iggy.
Yeah, he looks a lot better now.
He suddenly has huge anime eyes, so...
Yeah. He's still, like, I still don't get the appeal of the character yet, though. He's just like a nuisance.
He just doesn't. I'll be frank. He doesn't do anything until he does some things later, and they're great.
Okay. Well, he's certainly so far just been like an annoying little dog, and
Yeah.
that's all I get out of him. And even the Crusaders are not a fans of Iggy.
So why haven't we seen the Jotaro who does dumb cigarette tricks for his racist grandpa and a dumbass?
Yeah, he's never done anything like that, has he? He would. You think he'd be like, I'm not gonna waste my time.
And it's like it's leading you to believe it's like, did Joseph and Polnareff just see right through him and they're just fucking with him now with all the stare, like the extended stares.
Yeah.
And then at the end, it's like, no, they had no idea.
Yeah, that was what was good about the episode, because it actually did kind of like make me wonder, like, are they onto him or not? I can't tell. Turns out, nope, they're just as stupid as we think they are.
Adventures in stupidity.
Yeah. But again, like I've said a million times, in a show like JoJo, I let that shit slide because it's fun.
There was also a special ending for these characters.
Oh my god, the nightmare fuel that is that ending.
Apparently, these guys are incredibly popular
Really?
in Japan. Yep.
Huh. Yeah,
Who'd have thunk it?
I don't get it. It must be a cultural thing, because I don't.
Popular enough to literally get a completely like unique ending.
Yeah, they're different, but yeah, they're just like drawn like monsters. And even the song is just like, oh god, I had to turn it down. But it is cool that we get a custom ending, and they played it. They played the whole thing, I think.
Yeah, I mean, they're already playing all of Last Train Home, so why not?
That's right. I forgot they do that, don't they?
Yep. Anyway,
let me think. Was there anything else in this episode that I thought was memorable? I think we pretty much covered it all.
What kind of asshole would throw their cigarette in the street next to some garbage?
Yeah, that was great. And then and Polnareff's kind of like,
Our heroes, ladies and gentlemen.
Also, lots and lots of cigarette smoking, which can only assume must have been like blackened and blurred in the.
No, they didn't. I don't think they blackened this part out because it's not Jotaro.
So someone disguised as Jotaro can get away with it?
Mm-hmm.
Huh, okay.
But also, cola! That was fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm definitely not suspicious over here. Anyway, you want to talk about fun times with Gundam?
Yeah.
Mobile Suit Gundam Iron Blooded Orphans, episode 43, Revealed Intentions. Turns out, take over the world. Of course.
Mm-hmm. I will say this seems like a really pivotal, bleh, I can't say it, pivotal, important moment in this series.
I mean, shit's. This is the point of no return. Nobody's coming back. Nothing's going back to the way things were. That's for sure.
Big reveals. Lots of. I mean, well, first of all, we got to talk about the elephant in the room. Were you ever even in the slightest bit surprised about who was under that mask?
I could not believe it wasn't Biscuit. And I don't mean Biscuit Griffin. I mean Biscuit from Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, it should have been Bisky for sure. Yeah. No, anyway, Jasley or whatever. No, not Jasley. What's the guy's name?
Gaileo.
Gaileo, yeah. So yeah, Gaileo. It's him, of course, and we knew it from a million years ago.
What?
But now everybody knows, thankfully. So that's out of the bag.
Also, McGillis hates Gjallarhorn because he was a child prostitute. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, let's not dwell on that too much. What is with this show and wanting to go places like that? Oh, man. It's weird.
I mean, it's all like you start thinking, man, it's always weird how this happens. And it's like, oh, wait, it's literally with everyone.
Yeah, it's like we got harems, we got child brides, and now we got child prostitution.
Like, and don't forget whatever the fuck is going on with Mikazuki and Cordelia and Atra.
Yeah, three-way baby making. I mean, I don't know what to think anymore. I guess my impression is that in the future that is Gundam, like
Like I always said, Gundam is the future, but with the politics of the era when Prussia was a thing.
yeah, and then like the sexual morality of like the Middle Ages or something.
The sexual morality of the European aristocracy.
Yeah. So anyway, I loved that near the end though, near the final scene though, when Mikazuki comes crashing in, and he looks at McGillis and he's like, "Should I kill him?"
He's like, Gills is like, yeah, go ahead.
He's like, "Go for it."
And
The
then
thing is, the
Galia
thing is,
reveals that he is powered by the brain of I'm Dalton.
oh yeah, this is weird. So this is another thing I wanted to talk about. So
Remember
like
that
in
dude?
no, um, in Gundam
Maybe
Unit,
I'll freshen your memory. Lieutenant Crank.
that's still not ringing a bell.
Okay.
Anyway, in Gundam Unicorn, we had space ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like in IBO we have
Space computer brains.
yes, people live their soul, or not even their soul. Maybe it is their soul. Something lives on in computers in Gundams.
Also, when I was like, wait, why is McGillish taking off his shirt to play out a Gundam? That's a Tekkadan thing. And I was like,
Yeah,
oh, oh, it's the fucking system on their back. They have to take off their shirts.
yeah. So it's like a special version of the Avalia system that they were developing.
Mm-hmm.
And they've been hinting at this for a while because they kept saying like we're going to make a deal with the devil and all this other stuff. So yeah, so McGillis. Now see, here's what's cool. We've got 3 characters now, all with this capability. So no longer is Mika like the only amazing Gundam badass.
Yeah, basically. Also, Eok's been placed under house arrest, and that's like, yeah, fuck that dude.
But then
Not dead though.
why the fuck are all his little minions begging for him to be released?
Oh god, it's so. That's the fucking worst.
I just like if I was one of those people, I'd be like, why am I following this idiot?
That's the problem. They're all as dumb as he is.
I guess.
Like they select for that shit.
Oh yeah, maybe Eok does that. Maybe he's like, "Do you think I'm the greatest person in the world? If not, then I'm not hiring you."
Look, I bet this was a thing where his dad was kind of actually amazing, and they're all just kind of like loyal. They're all loyal to the family.
Oh yeah, but I mean, like he fucked up so much. How do they not notice?
I'm loyal to the crown.
They're all like every time Eok fucked up, they're like, "Oh god, I gotta look away."
What else was in this episode? Oh, there was more Juliet and that other girl talking
Yeah.
about stuff.
You know what? I don't remember that other girl.
Her hair's red. I don't even think they've said their name. It's probably like, hope you read the data book.
But is she like? What does she do? Is she like a mechanic or
She's
something?
like the mechanic for the bad guys.
Okay.
She's the big, huge dude that's dating Maribit, but for the bad guys.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of want something to happen with Juliet. I like her character design.
Oh, you'll get something that happens.
Okay, good, because she's just sort of been in the background mostly.
Anyway, want to talk about Hunter x Hunter?
Oh my God, yes, of course.
Hunter x Hunter episode 86, Promise and Reunion. In this episode, it's been 7 days since Killua and Gon watched that stupid videotape, and now here's the ghost from the ring.
You know what? There's only one thing I care about in this episode.
Biscuit!
Biscuit is back!
Bisky is back to sit in a chair.
Yeah, but
and
I don't care.
read
She's great.
Playgirl.
Is that what she's reading, Playgirl?
She's literally reading a male pinup magazine.
Yeah, that's typical Bisky, though. Yeah,
They
she's
have to
great.
beat two guys named with the incredibly unique and interesting names of Knuckle and Shoot. I wonder
Uh,
what they do.
one shoots and one punches.
Nah.
I almost certain.
Nah.
Okay. um, so yeah, this was kind of like just a training episode mostly, but entertaining still because it has Bisky, and that's always fun.
I believe Knuckle is Ben Diskin.
Oh, hmm.
Anyway, Knuckles an idiot, and he's like literally just parading around the city yelling through a megaphone. And he's like, "Meet me at dawn," and then he's like, "Where?" And
Yeah.
goes there, and he's like, "Nobody showed up."
He looks like a character I've seen somewhere before.
I mean, he is any character with a pompadour.
He's like your like generic sort of like Japanese like
He
high
gets on a
school thug.
motorcycle and rides away.
Yeah. I mean he just
He's
has that.
Josuke.
He looks, I mean, that outfit even like looks like I've seen it somewhere. So yeah, I think he's a stereotype.
Anyway,
So
Netero's looking at P2 through an eyeglass, and he's like, "Oh shit, fuck that."
yeah, it was surprising to hear him say, "It's like I couldn't defeat her."
But then also everyone else is like, "Dude, come on, you're really selling yourself short again."
I don't know. When the old wise guy says he can't do something, I'm usually believe him.
So Nov, the guy who brought a suit to a months-long drag-out hunt fest, good luck with that suit, dude. I completely forget what his power is now. Like he reached into the ground and pulled something out.
He pulled out that dude's big pipe.
Uh, no, that wasn't it because that dude was just carrying the pipe the whole time, wrapped up in
No,
bandages.
no, that's what he pulled out of the ground was the wrapped up pipe.
No. Moral took the bandages off that big thing he's been carrying this entire time, and it was the pipe. I
Oh,
completely forget what not. I have to go look this up.
okay. Well, so it seems like one of their Nen powers is the ability to like transport items, like using portals.
Yep.
And then the big guy, I have no clue. He has a giant, and I mean by giant, I mean like a pipe that is big as him that he
Yep.
smokes.
Da, da, da,
Oh,
da.
no! I do know something. He like blows smoke out, and it makes little like smoke rabbits that then go and start scouting.
Yeah, a whole bunch of rabbits, and also, fuck, there's more Royal Guard. Shit.
Oh yeah, the second one shows up.
Shia Poof. Shia LaBeouf.
What is he? He looks kind of like a butterfly.
He is literally a butterfly.
Yeah. Cool design, and it's also kind of neat to see. Like, I liked seeing whatever her name's reaction to him. She was kind of like, "Oh, okay, hmm."
Mm-hmm. Anyway, also in this episode, there was. Uh,
Well, you want? Let's talk about the crazy girl.
yeah. Kira's Palm. She's the ghost from the ring. She has a crush on Gon. Yay.
Yeah, that was kind of.
It's, you know,
I think she's supposed to be one of those characters, and this is another kind of trope where like it's the girl character who like she doesn't think like she's good enough for any man, but then like so she'll just move from crush to crush. Like she's like she'll be crushing on somebody, and then like another man will show up, and then she'll just start crushing on him. And in this case, it's gone.
mm-hmm. Anyway, don't know why that needed to be there. Again,
I mean, she with that aspect aside, though, she is kind of funny. Like she's just weird, and I don't know what her power is either. Have they
let
showed
me
it
look
yet?
that up. Well, we probably haven't seen that, but
Oh, if
maybe.
you haven't seen it, then don't look it up. But like, she was talking like, if you don't accomplish the mission, I'll have to kill you. And I'm like, I wonder what she'll do. And I like too that she was saying that to Bisky, and Bisky is like, "Yeah, right." And I'm thinking, you can't beat Bisky. There's no way.
Yeah, there's no chance. Anyway, there was also a ghost in Naruto. We're not talking about that.
Oh my god. No,
Like,
I
it
won't. I don't
was
want to talk about it, but I do want to say one thing. Have we seen ghosts before?
no.
So this is completely throwing the
This is
entire.
super fucking filler.
Yeah, but it's also like just making up big things about the Naruto universe. The fact that you can just talk
Look,
to ghosts.
they made them make it like 25 fucking episodes of this shit. What do you want to do?
Yeah,
What the fuck do you want?
it was dumb. It was a dumb episode with a ghost.
Anyway, Outlaw Star?
Yeah.
Outlaw Star episode 24, Cutting the Galactic Ley Line. In this episode, everyone's just at the ley line now.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we skipped like 10 episodes of space travel.
Well, I kind of liked how they explained how the Kataro got there, because Aisha this whole time has just been telling them everything.
Yeah. Also in this episode, faces. Everyone's face is extremely tall and triangular. Like, as fucking Suzaku was just straight up like, she's a fucking isosceles triangle with legs.
They were way off model.
Yeah. Except Aisha is never off model.
Yeah, she doesn't really have like a model.
Even Jean, every other shot, it's like, ooh, that's weird. There's Gary Cosmo Wind again.
Yeah, he always looks a little off recently. Yeah.
Like Delphina's good, just 5,000% shoujo, and then Jim is like 1,000,000,000% shoujo.
Yeah.
Anyway, like the frick, I love the Guitar ship just running in, like, yeah, we're gonna do it, and they come out just firing everywhere, just being like, ah.
Yeah. I like that scene too, right before they go in, and they're all like cheering in unison, and it just makes me think, it's like, oh, it's not just Aisha, they're just all like that. they're all just a bunch of goofballs. I was like, I'm not trying to be like specious here or racist or anything, but like apparently the Kataro, they just are a bunch of loud, crazy people.
So the Outlaw Star goes in because Melfina has superpowers, and then also the McDougalls go in because Terry is now a bionic raping machine.
Yeah, he basically
like straight up. The doctor was like, "You're trying to mate, huh?" And it's like, what?
Yeah, he basically turned himself into Melfina. Like he this dude is obsessed with Melfina.
This dude is creepy.
Yeah, but it does allow them to go in there. So,
and then also there's this pirate leader who we've basically never seen before ever. Like, I'm pretty sure he was in some shots, but it was like, has this dude even talked?
This guy looks like I forget the name of him, but the main bad guy in Nadia, Secret of the Blue Water. He looks just like that guy.
Basically. He's every Final Fantasy, like, bad guy for most of the story until he gets stabbed in the back by the actual bad guy.
Right.
Who was like some handsome dude who was like a shopkeeper or some shit. Anyway, they all end up in like a tube. And it's pretty. I don't know. Shit's weird, man.
Yeah, the ley line isn't what I thought it'd be. It's very weird. Oh, what about that whole opening bit? Remember the narration at the beginning?
Yeah, that dude, the narrator was like, he's like, I'm almost finished with this line. Next line.
But he's also like being like really crazy philosophical. He's like, sometimes when you watch a TV show, you think you know what the ending's going to be, but do you really want to know what the ending is? Well, I'm going to tell you what the ending is, but it's not what you think it is going to be. And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Oh god, the narrator got into the pop brownies in the fridge.
It was weird, especially hearing it come out of Jet's voice.
Oh yeah, that is Jet.
It's like, what are you doing, Jet?
He's got to pay the bills somehow. Bounty hunting isn't cutting it anymore. I don't act. Surprisingly have little to say about this episode of Outlaw Star.
Yeah, a lot kind of happens, but it happens very quickly, and then like they get into the ley line, but it's so bizarre. We don't. It's kind of hard to make out what the heck is happening. Now, do we
Magical
have like?
space cylinders.
Yeah. Now, is there like 1 or 2 episodes left?
2.
2. Okay.
In fact, thanks to Metatron for this one piece of trivia. Next week we'll have an episode that showed on the original April Fools and an episode that showed in Toonami's first return airing. Which is out. Next week's episode of Outlaw Star was on the April Fools, and then next week's episode of Second Gig was on day 1.
I was thinking about this. Why do you think they chose that episode of Outlaw Star?
They were all. I guess it's probably like the high action penultimate episode, probably.
Huh. That's strange. Strange pool.
Some of them. I mean, I kind of forget what they pull. I mean, I know Dragon Ball Z was the episode where Gohan defeats Cell.
So it was just kind of like climactic moments.
Kind of like that, yeah. I know Yu Yu Hakusho was the end of the Dark Tournament arc.
Yeah,
like the final thing.
Sounds
basically
like
a whole bunch of climatic battles.
Yeah, makes sense, I guess.
And Tenchi. Anyway, quick note on Cowboy Bebop. This episode was really good.
I didn't watch it. Which one was it?
Cowboy Funk. Where the one dude runs around on a horse trying to catch Spike because he thinks Spike's the bad guy.
Okay.
It's pretty funny. Anyway, I'm pretty sure the next 2 episodes are like, bye Ed, and bye Faye, I guess. Oh wait.
Yeah, you haven't seen these. We should let people know.
I mean, it's Cowboy Bebop.
You
no
kind of know.
Necessary. It's like he points to the screen and says, "Bang! Series over."
Yeah. You know what? I don't even remember if I've seen the final episode. I think I have, but I can't remember what happens. So I know that's probably sacrilege.
I'm excited to finally put it into my completed column.
Yeah.
Like I never have to watch this again. I should watch it again.
It's a good show. I mean, yeah. Also, I wanted to mention too this week's Space Dandy. So we tend to in the forum call it the underwear episode.
One of the bad ones.
It's one of the bad ones, but again, not as bad as I remembered it. And I think a lot of it had to do with the crazy way those 2 aliens talked. And I thought that was kind of funny.
I feel like it was kind of annoying.
Really?
Yeah.
I can see that.
It's just not only are we having a giant battle, just a giant Cold War allegory with underwear and vests, but also they have extremely annoying voices. Yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was kind of funny. It makes me wonder again, like what they did in Japanese, but it worked, I think, for me in this dub to have it sound goofy like a broken translator.
There's also the cool surfing scene that was clearly they wanted to get there, and then they had to make up some ridiculous story to get there.
Yeah. It's like, why would Dandy be on a surfboard?
Like, the underwear versus the vest thing isn't even the point of the episode. It's just there to get us to the surfboard.
Yeah. Yeah, it totally is. And one interesting thing to note, too, is that Dandy clearly has some kind of fascination with Hawaii.
Yeah.
Because he's got surfboards. He's got his Aloha Oi is the name of his ship. He really likes Hawaii, I guess.
Yeah. He's a surfer dude.
Guess so.
Anyway, by the next episode, we should know what is replacing Outlaw Star.
I would hope so.
I hope so.
You know what I hope it is? My Hero Academia.
Well, no.
How awesome would it be, though? Man, I would jump up and down at least once.
It would be great. That would be a packed first part of the block because
oh my gosh,
you'd have to put it in front of Black Clover. But there's a literally 0% chance that that's it.
I don't know.
Like they said, I'm going to remind you, they can't get it because the rights, and that's not a legal issue that can be ironed out.
They said that. No, I thought they said that about Was it
They
My Hero
said the
Academia?
rights to My Hero Academia and Mob Psycho are not available.
Damn. I don't
They are with
understand My Hero Academia rights not being available though,
they're
because
with
it's.
some streaming service somewhere probably, and those rights don't expire for years.
I guess. Well, I wonder what it is. Do you think it's like Hulu?
No, I'm pretty sure it's Crunchy. No, it might be Hulu.
Maybe it's Hulu because like Funimation has it, but then that's Funimation.
Yeah. Anyway,
Hmm.
oh, by the way, can't wait for ReZero this summer
Oh.
on Toonami. I actually like. I'm not saying it's definitely going to happen, but I would not be shocked. That was a big. That was a big water cooler anime when it was airing.
Yeah,
It would
maybe.
be a fun watch.
I know it. I know nothing about it, so.
It it's another one of those born into another world shows, but there
Okay.
is some stuff, and it's kind of twisty. I haven't also seen it, but I mean, you could not avoid the fact that there was some shit going on.
I guess I more than anything, I just want there to be a show on the block that I have seen that I know is good. And there isn't really anything like that right now. That I mean, there have been a couple like My Hero Academia and like Land of the Lustrous, and like I'd love those shows to go on, but all we just hear that they can't get those, which sucks. So like the only things available are things I either haven't
Land of the
seen,
Lustrous, honestly, I don't know what Amazon's deal is. That depending
right?
on what I don't know. Sentai
Yeah,
has that. Sentai has that. So,
and Sentai is in good graces with Toonami.
well, they haven't showed anything since Parasite, and in between that, then and now, they basically were like, "Fuck you, we're putting everything on Amazon because Crunchyroll teamed up with Funimation," and then they were
Hmm.
like, "Wait, fuck this, everything's on High Dive, which we own. Fuck you, middleman."
Yeah. Did you see that picture that was drawn by the artist of?
Girls Last Tour.
Yeah,
I did. That's great. That was
of
my favorite scenes with the snow worm.
yeah, with the it's for those who don't know what we're talking about. The main character from Land of the Lustrous is in a snowstorm and or in the snow basically, and then so it's a picture of her but drawn in the style of the goofy like Moblob characters of Made in Abyss, which is
Two of the
or
best
not Made in,
anime from last year.
not Made in Abyss, Girls Last Tour, excuse me. Yeah, yeah, and that was kind of cool to see that picture. Also
Anyway,
cool, also interesting too because he is a hand drawing of a CG character.
well, I mean, it's based on a manga, which was hand drawn, and
Oh, that's right.
also
That's right.
that
It
it's
is.
not that the show wasn't entirely CG.
Yeah, I know that now. I should have known that because I've actually read it. So
Anyway, that'll be about it for this today, episode 94. Thank you, C. Kohler.
no problem.
We'll see you guys next week for episode 95. Good night. Hey, I completely fucked up and pressed the X button.
Okay, I think it's still live, so I
It's
guess you need
still
to stop
live.
it.
I don't know where the stop button is.
Well, where do you normally click it?
It was down at the bottom.
It's weird. It
Fuck.
shows it's live for me, and I can't see a place to stop it. So
Oops.
yeah, I wonder if it'll stop if we both quit the call though.
Maybe. You quit first.
All right, I'll quit. All right, see ya.
All right. Bye. Hello. Hello, hello, hello.